Hey, welcome to the Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD. I am Coach Bear, Coach Glenn the Bear. Welcome to this wonderful Friday, May 1st, 2020, and Season 2, Episode 12 of this program. Man, I am excited to have you all here today. We got a little Tank Top Friday going on. I've got one of the crosses I rotate in and out, and I've got a cross right here that someone gave me. Thank you so much there, Joe. I appreciate that. Giddy up. You heard me? Also, I got a nice little RTHD bracelet here that someone brought to me yesterday. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. And your friend Georgia who made it. Absolutely thank you. Love it, love it, love it. Put it right on. Been wearing it ever since. So I'm very excited about these Road to Happy Destiny gifts that I've been receiving and get to put on the walls and all that good stuff. Man, great Friday to everybody out there. It's another beautiful day. Yesterday shaped up to be a great day as well. And man, I'm ready to rock and roll. Come on, man, let's go. Let's get this party started. We riding? Well, I'm with ya, homie. You heard me? All right, let's start with a prayer. Let's settle down, settle down. All right, here we go. I pray that I love myself enough to recognize the things that I don't like about my life, and I hope that I find the courage to change those things. I like that. I like that. You know, taking a look at ourselves, want to love ourselves and recognize things that we're not exactly ecstatic about in our lives, or like I would do for me in my life, and be looking to have the courage to change that situation or those situations or whatever it is that you're looking at. Today we're going to end with the Serenity Prayer. That first portion of the Serenity Prayer, deals with having, the courage to change and the things you can control and the wisdom to know the difference and all that. But we'll do that prayer at the end. We'll do the long version. That is, of course, if I don't forget. All right. Let's go to our thoughts portion of the program. We're going to take these thoughts from my cousin Jeb in Lafayette, Louisiana. Gotta love that. Oh, as you well know, we are coming to you from Metairie, Louisiana. We're coming from Casa 1500. Right on the edge of Bucktown, baby. Yeah, in the 504. Who dat nation? You heard? All right. Here's a couple of thoughts from my cousin this morning. The proud person counts trophies. The humble person counts blessings. I like that. We've talked a little bit in previous episodes about pride and humility. Pride's not a bad thing. It can be a bad thing, okay? Humble can be a bad thing too. You can really be so humble that you think less of yourself, and that's not what we're thinking about in humility. It's just kind of putting ourselves behind others, putting others before ourselves, that kind of thing we're talking about. So I like that one. Another one about pride and humility. Pride is concerned with who is right and makes us artificial. Humility is concerned with what is right and makes us real. Man, I really like that. I really like today's thoughts, and when we're looking at pride and humility. And again, pride can be a good thing. You want to be proud of your accomplishments and things that you do that are for good, but it can be bad if you're too prideful and you put yourself first, and whereas humility, same thing. It could be bad where I'm so humble that I don't think a lot of myself and think others are greater than I or more important than I, whereas, if I think of myself and how I can help not only myself but others, then I'm looking at working with a sense of humility. Before we go into quick reflections and meditations for the day, yesterday I was so jacked up about telling the little house analogy story as it related to my teams that I coached that I forgot to do yesterday's reflection and meditation. And again, I'm not doing the whole thing like I used to from the 24 Hours a Day book. But I do want to mention these because I liked them, because you're going to like one of the phrases in one of these. Just listen. Go ahead. All right. Reflection for yesterday. When I share my struggles and joys with another human being, we both grow in grace and are on the road to happy destiny. Giddy up. I like that. Yesterday's meditation portion that I took out, know that your life is full of glad promise. Such blessings, joys, wonders can be yours as long as you develop in the sunshine of God's love or just in the sunshine of love. You know, and I like those, and I didn't remember to do them yesterday, but I liked them enough to want to read them for today's program, so I hope you enjoyed that. Now, for little portions from today's reflection and today's meditation in the 24 Hours a Day book, here we go. Reflection. What I will be tomorrow is determined by what I think today. That should have been by, in case I didn't enunciate clearly. So let me please reread it this time. What I will be tomorrow is determined by what I think today. I like that's a good reflection there. You know, we're taking things now. I'm taking things now. One day at a time, 24 hours a day. You know, seize the day, freeze the day and own it and live through it and win the day, right? And so, you know, what I will be tomorrow is determined by what I do and think and act today. So I like that little reflection. Meditation portion for today. The real meaning of the word charity is to care enough about other people to really want to help them. And I like that a lot. That is a beneficial definition for me, where I am right now in my journey, in my spiritual journey, while I am on this road to happy destiny, okay, while I'm doing these episodes for this program, RTHD, you know, I like this definition a lot. I'm going to have to read it again so it stays fresh in my mind all day long, okay? The real meaning of the word charity, you know, not giving to people because you feel obligated to or, you know, you're just going to do it, is to care enough about other people to really want to help them. You know, I like that so much. I'm going to do that as a portion of our into action today. Sorry, I drew a blank for a moment there. I apologize. You know, this is unrehearsed. So I'm just kind of winging it. You heard? And so, yeah, let's do that. I tell you what, without further ado, let's go into action. Let's dive right in. Let's take this ride. Let's take this journey. Let's go into action because we riding. Well, I'm with you, homie. So if you're with me, grab your into action notebook, grab your into action writing utensil, and let's open up to a page where we can set up our 3 columns for today that we're going to write one item for each column that we're going to put into action today. And don't just write it down. Let's live it, you know. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I read my into action list here on camera, on the phone, shooting me, filming me, whatever you want to say, and I don't complete my list every single day because I'm not reminding myself of it, right? So I need to really, you know, write these things down and try and incorporate that to the best of my ability. And if I can't that day, then put it into tomorrow, all right? So let's take our 3 topics for today that we'll write about. 1, of course, is gratitude. 2, humility. We talked about that earlier in our thoughts for the day. And 3, we just talked about that in the meditation, charity, or what we can call support others. Okay? So you want to jot down one thing about each of these 3 items? You may go ahead and get started while I go ahead and read out my list for today. For gratitude, man, I am grateful for my solid group of high school friends. You know, here in New Orleans, there's a great thing, man. We all talk about our high schools quite a bit. You know, when you say, hey, where did you go to school? A lot of people are asking you where you went to college, right? Well, we all say where we went to high school here in New Orleans. And my high school friends, man, I got a core group of those guys, you know, from the classes of 1981 through the classes of 1988 or so. You know, my graduating class, the class of 1986, got some great core friends there. So I'm very, very thankful for my high school friends who are still my good friends today, who still support me and have supported me through thick and thin and through my bumps in the road, especially over the last 3 years, okay, 2.5, 3 years. So I am so grateful for those people, and I'd love to name all of you, but it's just not possible to do so right at this time. But, some of you all that are great supporters of this show, can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Just one that pops in off the top of my head, Zoman, my man, that's 2. You know who you are. Man, you give me feedback all the time on this show. I can't thank you enough, and all you others that support the show that have been high school friends. But I don't want to leave out my college friends. You know, it's funny. I went to Spring Hill College in Mobile, Alabama, graduated in 1991, and, a lot of the friends that I made lived out of state, and up north especially, because they came down for the great weather. And I've been able to reconnect with some of those people through this show. And they've gotten in touch with me, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate their support. Hey, all you Spring Hill alums, keep spreading the word about the show. I need people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? And watch me on Facebook. All right, so that's what I'm grateful for today. High school and college good friends and friends that I made throughout these years and still are friends with. Number 2, humility. All right, today I'm going to try and focus on these areas of humility. Listening to other people and truly listening, not just, yeah, right? No, truly listening. I'm going to focus on being mindful of myself in the presence of others, mindful of others in my presence. Okay, so I'm going to be more mindful, and we talked about mindset the other day in an episode. I'm going to be more present. When you are present with someone, you're not thinking about other things. You're not thinking about what you're doing next or what you've already done. You are living in the present with those people at that time. So I'm going to try and be as present as I possibly can be. Okay? Grateful. Going to be grateful for the people I'm with. And hopefully they're grateful for being with me. And just be in gratitude with the people I'm with today and come into contact with today. And if I need help, man, I'm going to ask for help. I've been a person that generally has not asked for help in the past. And, if I need help, I'm going to ask for it. I'm going to be humble enough to ask for help. Okay? So, my third column today, charity. Truly caring enough about others, okay, to really want to help them, all right, as our definition states, or to support others. I'm just going to be there for people, I meet with people in the morning. I meet with people in the afternoon. I have roommates. I help them out by giving them rides throughout the course of the day. I want to be helpful to people. If I come into contact with people on the street that that need something or some assistance, whether it's directions or hey, do you know where this is in this store? Just be helpful. And also, I want to support others. I think in Jefferson Parish today that restaurants can open up outside seating. If I can support friends of mine that are involved in the restaurant industry, then I certainly want to try and do that at some point over this weekend. That's not necessarily an into action for today, although it could be. But anyway, those are my into actions. What are yours? Don't forget, in that same notebook today at the end of the show, you want to write down something that stuck out in your mind or sticks out in your mind from today's episode that you want to write a little something about, okay? So don't forget to do that. All right, for today, I know people like when I tell stories, and I'm trying to check out the time. Oh, goodness. Real quick story for you. The other day I was walking with my dad, and a car stopped alongside, and it was a guy that I am friends with, who I became friends with when I was a teacher and coach at Christian Brothers School when I ran that football program there. And his son played football for me. I taught him in the classroom as well. And so he rolled down the window and said hello, and he and my dad visited for a moment. And one of the things that he said to me was, man, my son, who's now a sophomore in high school at Brother Martin High School, who's doing very, very well in his studies as well in his athletics. And he said, my son talks about how much he learned from you, how much he gained from you. And I know you hear that all the time, but I just wanted to say it. And I tell you what, that never gets old, man. I love to hear that kind of stuff, because that means I helped him, right? And I helped that man's family in some way, shape, or form. And so he said, hey, if there's ever anything I can do for you. And that man certainly has done enough for me throughout our friendship as well. So, I was very appreciative of that quick little visit. It meant a lot to me. It was great to hear. I'm happy that I was able to help people along the way during my journey through my involvement in education and in coaching throughout these many years. So that was great to hear, and I really appreciated that. Okay. I'm going to ask for your charity or your support right now. Please spread the word about subscribing to my YouTube channel, Cyril Melville, CYRILMELVILLE. I know it's free. I don't know what the process is. We're in the 70s. I want to be up to a minimum of 100 by this Sunday. So please spread the word and get people to do that. Show them how to do it. Please, I'm asking you to be charitable towards me and to support me in this little endeavor that I'm on right now, this road to happy destiny. If you're watching the show on Facebook, that is great. Please, Facebook, that is great. Please like it. Please comment. Man, I love the comments. Please comment. And please share it. There's a couple of you all that religiously share this every single day, and I can't thank you enough. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. But again, please get people to subscribe. If you already subscribed, pick up 2, 3, 4, 5 more, and we're going to be well over 100 by Sunday. Again, I don't know how to do that process, but I know many of you do. All right? And so just please, look, everybody out there, please spread the word about the show. It's growing and growing and growing, and I'm loving doing this, and I can't wait to do it every single day, and I'm bringing the energy. And this is not fake, man. This is me being excited about the show. It really is. All right. Once again, we're going to end with the Serenity Prayer, but before that, let me say this. Please have a great day and a great weekend, okay? Here's a final thought for you. Never quit, no matter what. Never quit, and you can do it. You can do it, all right? Real quick, final thoughts there that I love. Never quit, and you can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in a higher power. For many of you, that may be God, okay? Be happy, be joyous, be free, be in gratitude, be into action. And let's close with the long version of the Serenity Prayer. That is upside down of the Serenity Prayer. I'll read it for you. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting the hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. All right. Hey, happy Friday to everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow on this journey on the road to happy destiny. Giddy up, I say to you. Peace.